Yes, it's a beautiful Friday morning, and of course, reaching you from the heart of Lagos, Nigeria. This is halftime. Well, we could get to talk about the money side of sports. Well, we'll start off with some development story, and it is the announcement of Yusuf Ali as the head of Athletics Development and Podium Board and the National Sports Commission. And for Ali, the next Olympic appointment, talking about the Los Angeles 2028, will go on to serve as a key indicator of the success policies implemented by the board. Now, he added that it will be an important test of how much effectiveness has advanced, and this would also be reflected in other international sporting commitments of the country before and after the date. So his idea is to turn sport into an economically attractive and sustainable industry, if I might add. And of course, the NSC expects this project to contribute 5% of the national GDP and generate between $3 and $4 billion in net annual income. Wait for it, by 2027. And according to the president of the Nigerian National Sports Commission, Malam Shehu Diko, to achieve this, he stated that inclusion of specific budgetary provisions that will go on to benefit the Nigerian Olympic Committee for the first time in years would facilitate this, among other things, including the construction of a permanent Nigerian Olympic Committee headquarters in Abuja and the support for preparation of the 2028 Olympic Games. He added that government plans to establish a high-performance center and then improve the country's sports infrastructure, with government's promise to enhance all of those facilities and improve on them. Stakeholders across the sports community are urged to collaborate with this vision, because for me personally, this feels like a wake-up call, considering what the Paris Olympics was like, an abysmal performance, if I might add. And if we start on the right note, I'm sure Los Angeles 2028 might just be giving Nigerians and Nigeria some medals. From Olympics to basketball, Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs played a game in Paris against the Pacers, selling out the Accor Arena as part of the NBA Paris Games with over 15,000 in attendance. Victor Wembanyama collected 30 points and 11 rebounds as part of a successful homecoming, leading the San Antonio Spurs to 140 points to 110, dropping the Indiana Pacers yesterday. So there's going to be a second leg on Saturday. Some sponsorship stories: Springbrooks uniforms will now feature Coca-Cola branding. Coca-Cola has signed a 4-year deal to sponsor the South African Rugby Union, and that includes the men's and women's Springboks national teams, men's and women's Springboks Sevens, and the junior Springboks. As part of the new sponsorship arrangement, Coca-Cola branding will feature on all the national teams playing shorts, enhancing the iconic green and gold, which will debut on Saturday, the 25th of January, when the Springboks Sevens will take on Australia in Perth. So South African Rugby's first collaboration with Coca-Cola goes as far back as 3 decades ago. You know, they were also on board when Bucks finally won the 1995 World Cup on home soil, and then that left a mark with the Coca-Cola Rugby School of Excellence and the Coca-Cola Youth Weeks. Still keeping up with deals and franchise, Real Madrid became the first football club to reach more than 1 billion euros. That's over $1 billion in annual revenue. Real Madrid have become the first football club to hit that milestone, retaining the top spot in Deloitte's Money League study with that revenue from the 2023-2024 season. I mean, good looking out there, Real Madrid. Hopefully, we'll see more of that. But then I think the club is way beyond this era of signing some of the world's best. In deals making the round, Nick Dunlap has become the latest golfer to sign with Excel Sports Management. He's joining clients including Justin Thomas, Max Homer, with the new PGA Tour season getting on the way pretty soon. Now, last season, he became the first amateur in more than 30 years to win on the tour with his victory at the American Express in the California Desert. The American golfer did end the weekend high with 29 under par, 259, and broke the tournament scoring record as a 72-hole event. He sank the ball with a birdie putt at the par 5 16th to match USA's Sam Burns' lead at the Pete Dye Stadium course in La Quinta, California. Some money moves have happened in the world of football as Juventus have confirmed the signing of Paris Saint-Germain forward Randa Kolo Muani on loan for the rest of the season. A press release by the club says the Italian club will pay an initial loan fee of €1 million, which would increase, yes, possibility of an increase by further €2.6 million, and then another €2 million from performance-related add-ons, while an option or obligation to buy Kolo Muani permanently is not included in the deal. With that transpired deal, we're wrapping it up. I may just be transpiring out of the studio, but then let me hand you back to none other than Blessing, who is like a most sought-after female anchor right now in Africa. How's that for a good deal?